Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego, and today we're going to continue to talk about Barbie. Okay, Barbie, this piece of shit movie, which might actually be more brilliant than I give it credit for. I'm not really sure yet. The jury's still out. Just when I think that I got this movie figured out, with all the misandry, all the guy bashing, and women are all powerful and men are all shit, that kind of thing. Once you get past all that. There starts to be little cracks here that maybe that's not the truth. Maybe maybe the way that the Barbies were treating the Kens, maybe it wasn't so good. And maybe it's maybe having women in charge of everything and men subservient isn't the right idea, isn't the answer. Okay, this movie loves to bring up the patriarchy over and over again. I think it's mentioned 10 times. The word patriarchy is used in this fucking movie, which is just there to point out to you that this movie gives you the presumption that men are in charge of the real world and that women are being subjugated to men. Even today in 2023, nothing could be further from the fucking truth. Okay, we are a more free society than most other cultures in the world. The United States of America, holy shit, dude. I mean, other countries, the stuff that we do here, other countries would never even dream of doing. We let women vote here. Women start their own companies. They have their own, they have everything. Everything that the men are entitled to, women have it as well. So there's really nothing that can stop a woman, from doing whatever she wants to do. There's nothing wrong with that. There's some women that just aren't suited to be wives or mothers. They just want to pursue their career. And hey, more power to you. That's what you want. There's some women who want it all. They want the career. They want the husband. They want the kids. They want it all. That's a lot to ask for one person. That's a hell of a lot. Where do you have time to do anything? You're still chasing the almighty dollar. Traditionally, men have been the ones that have been, expected to. Not asked to, expected to provide for the family. Okay, and that hasn't changed. What's changed today is this narrative, that tells women that you're entitled to everything just because you're born. You're born with a vagina. Therefore, you have the right to anything that you want. Okay, it's yours. You just got to go out there and get it. And it already belongs to you. You see, you're already good enough for it. All right. Whereas men, we were never raised to believe that. Okay, even in the old days, men, we're not raised to believe that at all. What we're raised to believe is that if you want something, you got to work for it. You got to earn it. Okay, if you want to be the best at something, you're going to have to compete against the best of that thing. Okay, and maybe you'll make it. You see what I mean? We're told that we start off as nothing. Okay, we start off, and very few of us are born fucking, Elon Musk's kids. Okay, or our fucking dad is fucking Denzel Washington, all right? Or some shit like that. Yeah, I wonder how he got his acting career. You see what I mean? Very few of us are fucking Jack Quaid or some shit. When your mom is fucking Meg Ryan and your dad is Dennis Quaid, it's gonna be a little easy to fucking get acting jobs, okay, and become a movie star. You see what I'm talking about? Most of us aren't born that way. We're not born into that. Okay, we're not fucking Paris Hiltons here and shit. Okay, we're just average people trying to do the best that we can. You see, and we know from the very beginning that we have to do something in order to be something. Okay, we have to accomplish something. We can't just fucking be born because we're born with a cock doesn't mean that the world is ours. Okay, now we're entitled to the best of everything just because we have a cock. You see what I mean? That's not the way the real world works. But yet the narrative that the feminists tell women that they're pumping out of these fucking universities and shit is telling them that, hey, you're a woman, therefore you deserve nothing but the best. Okay? And don't settle for any less. So what happens, these young fucking girls go out there thinking, all of a sudden some Brad Pitt looking guy, they start talking to him and then he fucks them because, they're flirting with him, right? And she realizes, oh my God, look at all these fucking 10s that I can get. I must be high value when she's more like a 6. But this guy was just, he was just bored that day. Maybe his girlfriend didn't show up or something. So he slept with this girl who's a 6. And now she thinks she's a fucking 10 because a 10 fucked her. Okay, 10s fuck a lot of girls. That doesn't make you special. Okay, that's just a slow Tuesday. Okay, for a 10. All right, but these girls think that, oh my God, this guy fucked me, so I must be something special. You see, I'm entitled to only the best. So she's not gonna date a 6. She's gonna date a 7. She's only gonna fucking go out with 10s. Okay, and 10s, they pretty much get the pick of the litter. They can fuck whoever they want. So what are they going to do? Mostly fuck. They're going to fuck the other 10s, okay? Unless it's a slow day, they're having an off day or something, okay? Then they'll fuck a 6 or a 7, you know? Or maybe just to maintain something. You know, let's say, for example, you're in college and there's this girl who's a fucking 6, you know, and you're a 10, okay? But she's a 6, but she's really smart and she can help you with your homework. She'll do your fucking homework for you. Okay, so yeah, of course he's gonna keep laying the pipe to her, because otherwise she's not gonna fucking help him with his homework. Okay, you see what I mean? So in cases like that, yeah, he'll fuck a 6 on a regular basis. You know, but he's got to get something out of it. Like, you ever watch like Sex and the City and shit? On that show, they had Samantha was dating some fucking male model actor named Smith Jared. Now this guy was a real life Ken doll. Okay. That's all he was. He was just fucking his looks. That was it. Okay. This guy's a super good looking guy. Okay. Well, Samantha was at the time, I think she was a 47-year-old fucking woman. Okay. I mean, and she looked like a 47-year-old woman. I'm sorry, but Kim Cattrall has never been what I would call sexy. She was pretty when she was young, like on Mannequin and stuff, you know, when that came out, and Big Trouble in Little China, you know, things like that. You know, Police Academy. She was pretty back then, but she was never fucking drop dead fucking gorgeous, you know? You know what I mean? And as a 46, 47-year-old, she didn't get better with age. I'm sorry. I know you love Samantha, but she didn't get better with age. All right? And she was fucking this guy who was clearly a 10 in the looks department. He's clearly a 10. Okay? And she's fucking him on a regular basis. And he was fucking her on a regular basis. And why was he doing that? Why? Because he was in love with her. Get the fuck out of here with that. No, he was doing it. The show didn't tell you this, but I'm telling you this because I know guys like Smith Jared in real life. Okay? He was fucking her because she was helping his career. She was a publicist. Okay? So therefore, she got him a billboard. She got him on fucking Times Square, a billboard of him in a fucking vodka ad in Times Square. Raised his fucking profile. Next thing you know, he's getting fucking offers and movies and shit. Okay? Now he's got a fucking agent. Now he's fucking becoming the next fucking Brad Pitt. Okay, he's becoming a movie star now because of her, because he was fucking her and she was helping his career. Okay, in situations like that, it makes sense why a guy who's a 10 or something will fuck an unattractive or a lower woman. Okay, that makes sense. He's getting something out of it. And before you start fucking judging me or calling that wrong, hey, he's not doing anything that women haven't been doing since the beginning of time. Okay? Yeah, it sucks when the guys do it to you, doesn't it? All right. So there's a point here. Okay. The point is that men will date down if they're getting something out of it. Okay. But if they're not getting anything out of it, they're not going to do it. Okay. Because ultimately, men, what we want is we want the trophy. Okay. We want the girl that's going to make us look good. You see what I mean? Look at Leo DiCaprio. Okay. He goes through fucking models left and right. Okay. Once the girl hits 26, fucking he kicks him out and gets a new girlfriend. Okay, and there's no shortage of women that are waiting in line to be his next girlfriend. Okay, and he's like, what, 50 years old or some shit? Come on, you know, it's because he's Leo DiCaprio, because he can do that. Okay, these girls aren't helping him with his homework. They're not helping him with his career. They're not helping him. He's already got all that. Okay, they're just there so he can look good, so that when he goes to a party or when he goes on a vacation or something, when the paparazzi are there, he's got this gorgeous fucking 22-year-old girl hanging off of him. Okay. You see what I mean? It makes him look good. It ups his status, okay? Not only do men respect him more now, but women fucking, that turns them on. When women see a guy with a good-looking girl, not only do they feel jealous, it turns them on. Like they wish they could be that girl hanging from Leo's fucking beer-bellied fucking 48-year-old ass, okay? They wish they could be that girl, okay? And that's how it works, okay? That's why I tell fucking women all the fucking time, you know, men and women are equal. That is true. They are equal, okay? But they are not the same. They are not the same. We want kind of different things. You know, we want the same thing, but we go about it differently. Okay, men want respect. They want women to give them respect. They want to earn respect. And a part of that is the woman that they're with. You know, if the guy's fucking, look at fucking Pierce Bronson, the guy that used to play James Bond in the 90s, okay? Recently, he was in Black Adam. He played Dr. Fate, okay? And for those of you that are old enough, you remember him from Remington Steele. Okay, remember that? Okay, well, look at this guy. He's older now. Okay, but he's a really good-looking guy. You got to be a good-looking guy to play James Bond. Unless your name is Daniel Craig. Then you're just a butt ugly motherfucker, okay? I think Daniel Craig is an ugly motherfucker. He's about as good-looking as my asshole. But anyway, they hired him, right? No, Pierce Bronson, to me, James Bond's always been a good-looking guy, right? And Pierce Bronson definitely had the looks, okay? He looked like a James Bond, okay? But you've seen his wife? Okay, his wife is like fucking 300 pounds. Now, I know she didn't look like that when they first got together. I know, but you know, that says a lot about him. What kind of guy is gonna date a woman like that, and be seen in public like that? And I know you're being so. Hey, Hollywood is superficial. In case you haven't fucking noticed. Okay, Barbie is superficial. In case you haven't fucking noticed. Okay, I'm just playing by their rules. You can judge me all the fuck you want. Okay, I'm just playing by their fucking rules. Okay, there's a reason. Okay, there's a reason they get fucking Patton Oswalt to play fucking Ken in this movie. All right. So don't fucking judge me because I sound superficial, okay? I'm playing by your rules. I'm playing by the Hollywood rules here. I'm talking from the Hollywood point of view, all right? And my own, all right? So it says a lot about you. I mean, look you know, Pierce Brosnan's wife. I mean, she's fat. She's fucking fat. What kind of movie star is going to be caught with a fat woman? No, it's not. Now you got Hugh Jackman over here, you know, and I know I'm going off on a tangent, but there's a point to this, okay? You got Hugh Jackman over here who played Wolverine. He's playing Wolverine again in Deadpool 3. Okay, look at his wife. His wife's a good fucking 15 years older than him. Okay? And she's fat. And she's always been fat. He married her when she was fat. Okay? But I honestly, as much as I love Hugh Jackman, honestly, I think Hugh Jackman is in the closet. I do. Okay? Because his background is musical theater. Okay? I've done musical theater. Okay? I've done musical theater. All right? I know the kind of guys that do musical theater, right? Okay, I know the kind of guys that do musical, and guys like me were very fucking rare. Okay, very fucking rare. Okay, it takes a certain type of guy to run around, jump around in tights, you know, and start singing out loud and be comfortable doing that on a regular basis. Okay, and that was Hugh Jackman's background. He's musical theater. Okay, so yeah, I think. Yeah, I think, but like I said, I don't know for sure. I might be wrong. Maybe he's just into fat women. But anyway, they're getting divorced now. In case you didn't know that, Hugh Jackman and his wife for like 20 years are getting divorced. Yeah, they got married before X-Men, before he even did X-Men, you know. So, yeah, okay. But that's neither here nor there. But the point is, okay, is that men expect a certain thing from women. Okay, they date women for a certain thing. Okay, it makes them look better. Okay, if the guy's average looking, but he's got a beautiful wife, it makes him look better. It makes him look more attractive. You see what I mean? That's how it works, all right? And that's the superficiality that we're talking about here, that Barbie's all about, okay? But it leaves that part out, okay? A guy has to earn that girl. He can't just be born and get a girl like that. No guy does, unless you're born wealthy or something, or from a famous family or some shit like that. You know, if you're a fucking Kennedy or something, or a Hilton, then yeah, you're gonna have a very relatively easy time getting laid. Okay, and getting high value people of the opposite sex to fucking be with you, okay? But if you're not born like that, and most of us aren't, then you gotta work for it. If you're a guy, you gotta work for it. That's just the way it is. It's not fair. Girls don't have to work for it. They just have to be beautiful. Well, you keep in shape, you gotta put some makeup on, wear some nice clothes, some sexy clothes, keep in shape. What the fuck? You can get a guy. You can get a high value guy. Okay, guys, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. No, we have to prove that we can fucking earn. We got to prove that we can fucking, that we're reliable. We got to prove that we're not going to fucking ditch you, that we're going to be faithful to you, that we can provide for you in case you don't want to work. We got to prove all these fucking things before we can get a high value girl. You see what I mean? It's not fair, but who the fuck said anything was fair? Who the fuck said life was fair? It's not. All right? But anyway, so here we are in Barbie land where everything's superficial, okay? But the Barbies aren't attracted to the Kens, okay? And none of the Barbies are sexually attracted to the Kens. The Kens are attracted to the Barbies unless they're attracted to each other. And honestly, I think the Kens are all gay, with the exception of Ryan Gosling Ken, the main Ken. He's clearly in love with Barbie, but I don't think any of the other Kens are in love with the Barbies. I think they're in love with each other because that's the way they act, you know? I mean, they're even like going out on dates with like fucking Ken Barbie. Okay, that's the Barbie with a cock. Okay, they go out on dates with that. All right, and that Ken Barbie thinks that he's a real Barbie. Okay, he even fucking succumbed to the fucking patriarchy brainwashing that Ken gave them all. You know, which makes no fucking sense. But, you know, this movie doesn't want you to think too hard, but yet it wants to come across as being a very brilliant movie. You see what I mean? You know, so if you disagree with something, then, oh, you're overthinking it. But, you know, if you miss something, it's because you're too stupid. You see what I mean? And that's a very pretentious, atmosphere to be promoting your movie. Okay, but anyway, I'm Diego. I'm gonna give you a straight man's point of view. Okay, that's what I do here. Okay, if you're easily offended, get the fuck out right now. I'm not gonna censor myself. Okay, I don't know you. Okay, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna tell you what guys really think about this fucking movie. Okay, because that's the part you never hear. You don't hear what guys really think about this fucking movie. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you. Okay, and I'm gonna use layman's terms, just talk to you like I would talk to anybody about this fucking movie, all right? So let's get this shit done with, all right? So we left off last time. The Barbies decided that they're gonna stop all the Kens. The Kens have taken over Barbie Land, and even though they already conquered Barbie Land, they still want to hold a fucking. They still want to wait 48 hours to hold a fucking vote, to vote Ken Land officially into Congress or something. It's still, they've already conquered it, but yet they haven't officially conquered it yet. Like, there's like, what's going to change in 2 fucking days? All the Barbies have already fucking bent over for you. Okay, so what the fuck what do you need 2 days for? You've already done it. Okay, why the fuck do you need to vote on something you've already done? Okay, you've already conquered Barbie Land. Why the fuck you got to wait 48 hours to make it official? It's already official. You see what I mean? But I guess we're too stupid to realize that. So that's going. So that gives the Barbies a timetable to unbrainwash all the Barbies. Okay, and kick the Kens out of power. All right, so that's their plan. They're going to distract the Kens, unbrainwash all the Barbies, and thereby reclaim Barbie Land for themselves. All right. Okay, so they're going to try to stop the Kens from voting the new Constitution. Okay, and their plan to do this is to turn all the Kens against each other. Now, how are they going to do that? Well, they're going to make the Kens jealous. Okay, because they think that they have the power now. Okay. They think they have the power now. They have the power to fucking control the Kens, all right, like they did before, all right. So that's going on here. Okay, now how can the Kens? There was a thing that they talked about here about The Godfather. They made a little joke about The Godfather because that's a movie that famously only guys really like that movie. Only men like that movie. Women don't really like The Godfather movie very much. Although I love the movie, it's not the best movie I've ever seen, but it's pretty goddamn good, especially for its time. It gets you to think. I mean, it's all about, if you like Game of Thrones. Okay, with all that fucking 4D chess going on, The Godfather wrote the book on 4D chess, on how to manipulate people, how to tell them something while you're really doing something else. Okay, The Godfather, fucking hands down, one of the best movies ever on manipulating people. Okay, the problem is it's about guys manipulating each other and gangsters and violence, which doesn't turn women on. But manipulating other people does turn women on. That's what Game of Thrones is all about. It wasn't about like the fucking sex or shit, okay, or the dragons. It was about the manipulation, okay. Just when you think that you're safe and you've made your allies, you're really not safe, okay. See what I mean? That's what the show is so good at, okay. So women should really love that kind of thing, right? And The Godfather definitely gives you that. That's what it's about, all right. But what I can't understand is how the Kens love The Godfather, but they do not understand how to protect their power. Okay, so these Kens are talking at length about The Godfather, what a classic it is. You know, the script is so original, but Robert Evans produced it, and all this kind of fucking shit. But yet they don't understand the concept of being manipulated. The Godfather is all about being manipulated. That's what the movie's about. Is about how to manipulate people to get what you want. Okay, but yet the Kens themselves, even though they completely understand the movie, they don't understand that they are being manipulated. They don't know when they're being manipulated, even though it's right there in front of you. Okay, it's so all you gotta do is look and you can see what they're doing. But that doesn't fucking ring any bells. No alarms go off. No red flags. No nothing. They just go about their fucking business. You know, being bros. All right. Anyway, so Barbie gets her hair in rollers, which women don't use anymore. I don't think women have put their hairs in rollers since the 1980s. Okay, but apparently they wanted to overemphasize that Barbie is a girl, so they have her putting on fucking rollers in her hair, something that women haven't done in at least 40 years. Okay, anyway, and makeup. Okay, and Gloria, of course, is putting the makeup on Barbie. Okay, now Barbie is an avatar for Gloria. This particular Barbie, Margot Robbie, is an avatar for Gloria. It's Gloria's toy. Gloria was playing with Barbie in the real world, but Gloria was depressed because she fucking hates her life. Maybe it's because she's really Ugly Betty or Ugly Gloria. She's the same actress that played Ugly Betty on the TV show, America Ferrera. Okay, but she was feeling depressed and self-pity despite the fact that she works at a corporate job. She drives a brand new fucking electrical Chevy. She has a beautiful house. She has a loving fucking limp dick fucking husband that does whatever the fuck she wants. Her daughter goes to a great fucking school. They've got air conditioning, plenty of food. They got job security. They got everything that you could fucking want. But yeah, that's not good enough for her. Okay, she's still depressed because she feels she's being oppressed by men. Okay, even though she's got all the fucking power. I mean, her husband fucking can't do shit. All right. So she's depressed. So she starts thinking about, about ending herself and about, about fucking getting cellulite and shit like that. Okay. And because she was playing with a Barbie doll, her middle-aged ass was playing with a Barbie doll. Now the Margot Robbie Barbie in Barbie Land, stereotypical Barbie, now she is exhibiting those symptoms. She's thinking about death. She's getting cellulite. Okay. All of a sudden the fake food that she has doesn't taste good. The milk is spoiled in Barbie Land, even though there's no fucking milk in the carton. The water is cold, even though there's no water coming out of the shower. Okay, you see what I mean? So that's what started off this whole movie. That's why she had to go to the real world, find the girl that was playing with her. It turns out it wasn't it wasn't the 13-year-old Sasha, Antifa bitch. It was the mom. It was America Ferrera, who's been playing with Barbie dolls and unhappy with her fucking life. That's why Barbie's unhappy. Hence, that's how the Kens fucking took over. Okay, they exploited it. So anyway, so now here's Gloria putting makeup on Barbie. Okay. And Barbie's worried. She's like, what if this doesn't work? What if he doesn't like me? Okay? Which is true, okay? If Ken did not like you, Barbie, then that would rob you of all your power. See, if a guy is not attracted to you, then you have no power over him. Okay? At least not in the superficial sense. I mean, if you have a different type of relationship, you could be his boss or something, or a sister or something like that, But like, if the guy is not attracted to you, then you can't really use your sexual charms on him. It's not going to fucking work. So then what do you have over him? You got nothing. You got nothing. Because let's face it, ladies, most of you just lead with that. Okay? You lead with your looks. We are attracted to what women look like. Okay? But if we're gonna keep you, you got to bring us a little bit more than just that. Okay? And that's not asking too much. Okay, that's like saying, okay, well, can you provide for me? Can you make sure I don't go hungry? Can you give me a place to live? Okay, can you give me air conditioning and food, and fucking internet? Yeah, okay, well, that's good enough. Good enough for me. Let's get married. See, no, of course not. There's a little bit more that you need from the guy, isn't there? Okay, well, it's the same thing with us. Okay, yes, you look good, great, but, we need a little bit more than just that. Okay, so if Ken's not in love with Barbie, then she has no power over him. And that's why the Kens have no power. It's because none of the Barbies are in love with the Kens. They don't give two shits about the Kens. The men have no power. The women are not sexual. They're not attracted to men at all. Okay? They're not attracted to these fucking men, or these Kens. But the Kens are in love with the Barbies. They are attracted to the Barbies. How is that fucking fun? It makes no fucking sense. They both have no genitalia. They're both made of plastic. You see what I mean? Why the fuck is Ken in love with Barbie? Okay, you can make the argument that, well, Ken was created to be in love with Barbie. Okay, yes, but Barbie should be in love with Ken. Because if Barbie is not in love with Ken, then Ken should not exist. You see what I mean? When they created Ken so that Barbie could have a love interest. Okay? Not a guy that's in the friend zone, a love interest. That is what Ken's purpose was, to be Barbie's love interest. Not her friend. Not her friend zone guy, that's always trying to fucking follow her around and lick her asshole and do whatever the fuck she says. Okay, no, that's not his purpose. His purpose was to be a love interest for her. In other words, they should both love each other. They should both be in love with each other. That's what the movie should be. But you can't, because if she's in love, it's okay for Ken to be in love with Barbie, because that means Barbie has power over Ken. Okay, but Barbie cannot be in love with Ken, because that would mean that Ken has power over her, and we can't have that in a fucking feminist movie, okay, which is basically every movie for the past fucking 15 years, okay? Any big budget movie that depicts women as the main character, the men have to be in love with the women, but the women cannot be in love with the men, because the men don't fucking matter. Only the women matter. You see what I'm talking about? This is a bullshit fucking narrative. How is this supposed to bring the sex? It's not. This just pushes people apart. You see what I mean? If anything, Barbie should be worried that Ken's not going to love her anymore. But that's not going to fucking happen, because Greta Gerwig would never allow that to happen. She's got the fucking feminist handbook shoved so fucking high up her ass that she can't fucking write anything except bullshit like this. Get the fuck out of here. Is that really believable? Get the fuck out of here. You know goddamn well it's not believable. All right? Not going to say maybe this particular Barbie's not in love with this Ken. Okay? But you're going to tell me that none of the Barbies are in love with any of the Kens? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You expect us to believe that shit? So what, well, the Barbies all lesbians? Like fucking weird Barbie? Is that what you're trying to say? Or how do they reproduce? You see what I mean? I already know the Kens are all fucking gay. But if they're all gay, then why are they in love with Barbie? Well, at least why is Ryan Gosling the straight one? Because he's clearly in love with Barbie. I know it's probably in his contract. He won't play a gay guy in a movie, because he's a leading man in Hollywood. That would hurt his image, But, at least he'll lose his female fans if he started playing a gay guy in a movie. But the other Kens are clearly gay, so what the fuck? Well, why is this particular Ken in love with Barbie? Okay, because there's no Barbies that are in love with Ken. All right, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's not good fucking storytelling right there. All right, so that's going on here. Okay, but she's like, what if this doesn't work? Okay, what if he doesn't like me? And then she says, like, what if he looked like he was really upset with me. That's what Barbie tells Gloria. And Gloria says, okay, the reason he was upset with you, Barbie, is because he does like you. No, he's in love with you. He's in love with you. Yes, he's upset that you hurt his fucking feelings. Okay? If he didn't love you, he wouldn't have gotten upset by that. He wouldn't have cared what you did. Okay? Okay, but that's why he's upset, because you hurt his feelings, because you took him for granted. You treated him like shit. Okay? He's like, he's upset because he does like you, and deep down inside, he knows that you don't like him. Okay? Well, why the fuck don't you just say that? Okay? You could have just told him that before. You were back when he was in the friend zone, before all this fucking bullshit happened. Ken, I don't really like you that way. Okay? That's all you had to do. And if he was a good guy, like he's supposed to be, then that would have been enough. Okay, fine. Go talk to another Barbie. Why has it got to be this one? Why would you have one-itis and place everything onto one fucking girl? What kind of an idiot does that? Okay? Okay, a simp does. A fucking incel does that, okay? But Ken doesn't look like a fucking incel to me, okay? He's the Ken. He's stereotypical Ken. Okay, he should be fucking, or he should be with another Barbie, okay? I know they don't have sex, but he should be with another Barbie if this one doesn't want him. What the fuck? That's what happens in real life, all right? But not in this movie. No. The men in this movie can only be in love with one woman and nobody else. Isn't that right, guys? Isn't that realistic? Right. Okay. Okay, so that's going on here, okay? And let me tell you something else, okay? These Barbies, they don't know what it's like to want something or someone and not get it. Okay, like I said, these Barbies aren't in love with anybody. Okay, so they don't know what it's like to love somebody and not have them love you back and how that feels. They don't know what that's like because they're not in love with anybody. They're only in love with themselves. You see what I mean? So they don't understand what Ken's going through. They don't get it. Okay? They don't understand it because everything was just given to them. Okay, they've never had their hearts broken before. The Barbies have never had their hearts broken before. Okay, they're only upset because they were in power and now they're not. That's why Barbie's pissed off, because she ran this whole shit and now she doesn't. That's what pisses her off. That's why she's mad. That's why she got depressed. That's why she was crying. Okay, not because she fucking hurt this guy and now this guy decided to get revenge on her. No, it's because she had power and now she lost it. Okay. Has nothing to do with the Kens and how the Kens were treated by the Barbies. Has nothing to do with that at all. All right? So Barbie tells Gloria, I don't want to hurt him. Okay? Well, you know what, Barbie? You had no problem hurting him before. So why did you just all of a sudden now not want to hurt him? Okay? Now that he's hurt you, how come now you don't want to hurt him? Okay? Because when he wasn't hurting you, you had no problem hurting him. You see what I mean? That makes no sense. All right? So she says, I don't want to hurt him. Okay? And what the movie's trying to tell you here is that this scene is for all the girls out there who might feel guilty about fucking over their men. You see? It's like, you know what? Hey, you know what? I know I got a boyfriend. I know I'm supposed to be faithful to him, but I really want to fuck this other guy. I just don't want my boyfriend to get hurt. So I just won't tell him, So you see what I mean? It's kind of like that. It's like you can, if my boyfriend, maybe if he took me out to the movies more often, I wouldn't have to look at other guys, so you make an excuse, okay, to make it okay to fuck over your boyfriend, okay? Now, guys, when we cheat, we know goddamn well we were fucking over our girlfriend. That's where, okay, she ain't gonna find out about it. Hey, she ain't gonna find out about it, so fuck it, okay? That's how we are when we do that, okay? I'm not condoning that behavior, by the way, I'm not, but I'm saying that's how we do it. Okay, well, girls will make a fucking excuse. Oh, well, he doesn't satisfy me bad, so, he did it to himself. You see what I mean? They make an excuse to avoid liability. Okay, so they don't have to blame themselves for what they're doing. Okay, see what I mean? That's the difference between how men cheat and how women cheat. We already know we're doing a bad thing. Okay, women had to kind of convince themselves that they're doing the right thing. You see what I mean? That's what's going on here. Okay, it's all semantics. Okay. Okay, so that's going on. Gloria says, like, she's like, really? You feel bad about hurting him, Barbie? He stole your house. He brainwashed your friends. Well, technically he didn't brainwash them, Gloria. He gave them a speech about the patriarchy, and they were more than happy to fucking bend over and take it up the ass. Okay? They were more than happy to subjugate, to fucking get on their knees and undo their fucking belt buckles and start sucking. Okay? They were more than happy to do that. Okay? How the fuck could a speech make women give up so fucking easily? Make them spread their legs like that? I want to know what that speech was. I wish I could hear it. Okay, so I can copy it, write it down or something. Okay, so no, don't give me that bullshit, all right? Okay, these Barbies folded pretty fucking quick. Pretty fucking quick, all right? All right, but she's like, she brainwashed your friends. Well, so did you. Like, what the fuck? Okay? You women were all in power. You kept telling each other how empowered you were. You didn't give two shits about the fucking Kens. And now you brainwashed them back to that. So what the fuck? You're in power again, okay? The matriarchy. So how are you any different than what Ken's doing? Ken's fighting for his rights. How's it any different from what you're doing? How does it make you better than him? You see what I mean? It doesn't. There's no equality here. This was never about equality. The Barbies were on top of the food chain. They controlled everything. Now the Kens revolted and took you out like that. And now you want to be back on top again. That's what this whole movie's about. That's exactly what this movie's about. So what the fuck? How is he worse than you? How are you better than him? You're not. Okay? And then Gloria tells him, okay, Ken wants to control the government. No fucking shit! What the fuck have you been doing this whole time? What are you trying to do right now? Okay? You're trying to control the fucking government. Again, what is he doing that you're not doing? Okay? What? This makes no sense. What the fuck are you fighting for? You just want to replace one dictator with another. Where's the equality? Where's the democracy? You vote for what? Who the fuck votes? The Kens, this is the first time the Kens have ever voted. So what the fuck? Of course they're gonna vote for themselves. What have the Barbies been doing all this time? They've been voting for themselves. This is stupid. We're supposed to be on Barbie's side, that she's gonna overthrow the government for what? So that she can be a fucking Barbie dictator. That's what for. And she's the hero. This is like if fucking Joseph Stalin and Adolf Hitler, were best buddies, and then all of a sudden, fucking, while Adolf Hitler was fucking busy, Joseph Stalin took over, his communist regime took over fucking fascist Germany, and now Hitler is trying to fucking deprogram all the Germans to take over so it can become a fucking a Nazi Germany again. Okay? Like, who do you vote for? Who do you care who wins? They're both assholes. So what does it fucking matter? What's the point of this movie? Either way, an asshole's gonna be in charge. So what does it fucking matter? Yeah. Okay, so Barbie's like, well, yeah, true. He did try to take over the government. He did brainwash my friends. So did you. So, okay, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I am not going to take responsibility for my own actions. It's like I'm a woman already. Okay, so maybe she didn't exactly say that, but she should have said that. It would have been the truth. It is the truth. Okay? By pointing out the bad stuff that Ken did and leaving out the bad stuff that Barbie did, it kind of makes her look like the hero. You see what I mean? Okay, she's accepting no responsibility for how she treated the Kens or how all the Barbies treated the Kens. Okay, this wasn't some fucking paradise. At least it wasn't for the Kens before. The regime before was not some paradise. It wasn't some utopia. It wasn't some place where everybody was fucking happy and all of a sudden the Kens took it over and turned it into shit. No, it was already shit. It was great for the Barbies. It wasn't so great for the Kens or the Allens. It wasn't so great, okay? Since they were never taken care of, they were never fucking consolidated. They were never fucking shown any compassion or anything like that. They weren't given any power, no agency, okay, no rights, no nothing, okay. But when they decide to revolt, I mean, you can only really blame yourselves. You know, you can only kick a dog so many times. Eventually, it's either gonna roll over and die, or it's gonna fucking bite you. Okay, and that's what the Kens did. They bit Barbie back. They said, no, fuck this. We're not taking this anymore. To me, Kens are the good guys here. You know, they stopped a fascist regime. They stopped a matriarchy. Okay, so Barbie is ready. She wears a pink dress and goes to visit Ken, who, of course, is nervous to see her, you know, because he's all fucking shy and scared when Barbie's around, because he's in love with her, and like Barbie's not in love with him, and he's too fucking dumb to realize that. Okay. But he tries to hide it. He tries to act all macho and shit, you know. And I'm so sick. It's your stereotypical guy that's shown every fucking sitcom, every fucking movie. Okay, the guy, he tries to act like he's all tough, but he's really a fucking pussy. You can see right through it. Okay, exactly. And that's the act. That's what fucking Ken's doing here. Okay, he's trying to act all macho and shit, but he's really a fucking pussy. All right, he's trying to hide it. He tries to hide it, you know. Tells him that she thinks Ken Land is much better than Barbie Land ever was, and that she's ready to be his long-term distance, low-commitment, casual girlfriend. Okay. Hey, I can work with that. But just because I can agree with that doesn't make it right. See, that's the difference. Doesn't make it right. Okay? Unless she's okay with that. A lot of you girls are okay with the fucking shit guys do to you, man. My God. Let me tell you something, ladies. If you were, you know, maybe your boyfriend right now, you would never fucking tolerate that from. And if he called you his fucking long-term distance, low-commitment, casual girlfriend, you probably would slap him in the face and you would not be his girlfriend anymore. Okay? But if it was fucking, you know, Leo DiCaprio or something, you'd be more than happy to have that. Okay? As long as you can get some crumbs, okay, you'll be more than happy to take crumbs from him. Okay, so don't fucking get all fucking judgmental and how that's chauvinistic. Get the fuck. There's guys out there that you'll be more than happy to do that for. Okay, so don't give me that fucking shit about men are all assholes. No. There's plenty of guys out there that you would do it for. All right, so don't get all fucking offended. All right, just like there's guys. No guy's gonna tell you this, ladies. No guy's gonna tell you this. But there's women that he would fucking cheat on you in a heartbeat for. In a heart, he would leave you for them. Okay, they just ain't gonna tell you that. All right, moving right along. Okay, so so Ken says sublime. I guess that's something he fucking says. He's happy that Barbie is going to be his fucking his long-term distance, low commitment, casual girlfriend. All right. Okay, so he decides to play Push by Matchbox 20. Okay, I told you it came out in the late 90s. Okay, I don't want to push you around. So he plays in that and on his guitar on the beach with all the other Kens are there. Now here's something that's kind of fucked up here. Okay, I think there's like maybe 10 couples there. Okay, one Ken and one fucking Barbie for every blanket that's on the beach. In one case, I think there's a Ken that's playing the drums, but all the other Kens are playing a guitar. Okay, with the Barbie. Okay, so you got like 10 couples there. All right. And of course, our Ken, you know, Ryan Gosling is playing Push. And Barbie, Margot Robbie Barbie's pretending to enjoy it. She's pretending to like it a lot, you know. Like apparently he doesn't know any other songs. Yeah, now this song is not, I already said this before in another video, this song, the guy that wrote this song, he didn't write it as a misogynistic song. He wrote it as a guy who was fucking very depressed, okay, and very angry with himself, okay, and was contemplating ending his life, okay. That's why he wrote this song. It was an emo kid. Okay, that wrote the song. It wasn't a song about beating the shit out of women or anything like that, which is what this movie's trying to tell you it is. And why did they have to go back 25 years, or 26 years ago is when this song came out? Okay, well, actually, it came out in 1996. So, yeah, so it was, 27 years ago is when this song came out. Why did Greta Gerwig got to go that far back in time to find a song about misogyny? Okay, a song that's not even about misogyny, but she took it that way. If you read the lyrics, you could take it that way, you know, without the proper context. Okay, but she had to go back 27 years to find a song like this. Okay, and apparently it's a song that all the Kens know. That's the only song that they know. Okay, what the fuck? All right. But anyway, she starts playing it, all right? She pretends to like it, and then she gets her fucking Barbie cell phone and starts texting somebody. This pisses off Ken. He's like, who are you texting right now? You know, because, you know, that's the normal response any guy would have when he sees his girlfriend texting somebody while he's trying to play her song. Okay, this pisses him off. Ken and Barbie, and so what happens here is Barbie says, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I gotta take this, okay? And she gets up and she walks over and sits with fucking Asian Ken, okay? Goes sits with Asian Ken. Now, Asian Ken's already got a Barbie sitting with him, okay? And then he goes up to her in front of fucking Ken, Ryan Gosling Ken, and he goes like, "Oh my God, that's such a great song. Did you write that yourself?" And Asian Ken's like, "Yes, I did. How would you like for me to play it for you while I stare into your eyes for 4.5 hours?" And she's like, "I would love it." And so he starts doing that. So now Asian Ken has two Barbies sitting next to him, and Ryan Gosling Ken is sitting there by himself with his fake fucking fire, okay? His fake fucking fireplace right there, all right? He's just like, okay. Meanwhile, the girl that was sitting with Asian Ken gets up, and she goes to sit fucking with another Ken. So this happens to all of them, okay? All the Barbies get up and sit with a different Ken, okay? Even Fat Barbie. Now, the guy that was sitting with Fat Barbie, he actually gets his feelings hurt when a Fat Barbie leaves and a hot Barbie sits next to him. He gets butt hurt. But even then, this scene makes no sense. You know why? Because what they're trying to do here is they're trying to make the Kens jealous of each other. Okay, they're jealous of each other. Okay, because he thought this girl loved him, and then she went off with another guy. So what did I do wrong? Okay, but there's a flaw to this. Okay, and the flaw is that every Barbie went to a different Ken. Okay, so that means that Ryan Gosling Ken should have had a different Barbie sit next to him now. Okay, but that didn't happen. Although it happened on screen, we see every Barbie go sit with another Ken. None of them walk away. Okay, and none of them go to just one Ken. Okay, they all go to a different Ken, and then the very next scene, all the Kens are sitting by themselves. How the fuck did that happen? Where did the Barbies go? You see what I mean? This movie doesn't explain that. Okay, according to the logic of this movie, every Barbie should have gone to a different Ken. But that didn't happen. You know why it didn't happen? Because it wouldn't have been so bad. Who cares? So Margot Robbie Barbie left me to go sit with Asian Ken, but a hot brunette Barbie took her place. I ain't complaining. What the fuck? I would only complain if it was Fat Barbie or if it was fucking Ken Barbie. Then I would complain. But that's what happened, but we didn't see it. What we see all the Barbies switch off to go sit with other Kens, and then we see all the Kens sitting by themselves, all depressed and sad. Like that. Like, what the fuck? Make up your fucking mind, okay? Either the Barbies all left the Kens, or they switched off. They paired off and went with different Kens. Which means that every Ken should have had another hot girl, with the exception of Fat Barbie and fucking Ken Barbie. They all should have had a hot Barbie sitting next to them. So where's the damage? This movie just like fucking edits it so that you see the Barbies move to other Kens, but then you see the Kens sitting by themselves. So where the fuck did the Barbies go? They didn't go anywhere. How the fuck is this jealousy thing gonna work if you just go sit with, if you trade one hot girl for another one? Okay? How is that gonna make anyone jealous? The guys are gonna be happy. What the fuck? Maybe I'll get a better looking one. What they should have done, if they wanted to hit this point, they wanted to make the Kens jealous and angry, what they should have done is all the Barbies should have gone to one Ken. But then it wouldn't have worked because all the Kens would have been mad at that one Ken. You see what I mean? So it wouldn't have been a war of Kens. It would have been a war of all the Kens against one Ken. But that didn't happen. I guess the filmmakers are too fucking stupid to realize that that's the only way this could have played out effectively. If you really wanted to hurt guys' feelings and get them mad, that's the only way it could have worked. Okay? But, you know, this movie expects you to be stupid. All right, I'm going to stop my review right here. But I'll be back shortly to continue my review. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one.